Hello and welcome back to another Throwback Thursday kit. In addition to the F-16, the F-14 is one of my favorite kits. Again, getting back to my childhood when I built one when I was 8, 9 years old. And this is the model that I built. I picked this up at eBay. It's a Monogram F-14A. So let's take a walk around it. Alright, so here's the box. Typical Monogram box, I guess, from the 70s. Picture of the actual built model. It is a 1/72nd scale. Here on the sides of the boxes, again, more pictures of the completed model. Also didn't realize that Monogram was a Mattel company back then. Interesting. Alright, side box, just again, same artwork, cool artwork. Here in the other side panel, you have a little bit of information, and you have, again, another picture of the completed model. Here you have the copyright, which says copyright 71, 73 Monogram models. So I guess that's when this box was originally done, back in the early 70s, early mid 70s. And on the other end is just another picture, same as the cover. Alright, so let's open it up. Again, I got this off of eBay, so it is open and used. But let's take a look what's in the box. So you can get it. So you can see that. Alright. So here's some of the pieces already off the sprue, and right off the bat you have the main body, which is basically this. You have your top and your lower half. Unlike most of today's 1/72nd scale F-14s, you have the nozzles molded in, you have the horizontal stabilizers molded in, you have the whole cockpit actually is molded in, as you see. You have your seats and so forth, and dash, everything is there. You have your nose molded in, so forth. Here you have the copyright. It says copyright 1971. I'll have some close-up pictures at the end of this video so you can see this, but it says 1971. And then you have your lower half. Again, nozzles are half molded in. You have your whole nose and everything else molded in. Even your air intakes are molded in as one piece. I mean, normally this would be at least another separate piece that goes in there. And as you see, the reason why, they're closed. There's no holes there for the air intakes, like what you would see in a modern jet kit. And these will go, and here you have the pivot points for the swing wings, excuse me. Which is something which I remember very fondly as a kid, being able to move the wings. So there you go. There is your fuselage there, your whole body. Let's see what else we got in here. We have the wings, top and the bottom insert. As you got the gears here for the swing arm action. You got these vanes, which came out when it was in wings swept back. You have your wheels, a little bit of flash there. You have your doors, landing gear doors. You do have, surprisingly for a kit with such little detail, you do have your air brakes are positionable. They're separate pieces, as you see there. There's your arrestor hook. Alright. And last major piece here is your vertical stabilizers, again, the swing mechanism. You have your two pilots. Oops, almost knocked him off. We have your landing gear, nose gear, the main gear, and you have your stand. It also comes with a couple of missiles which are floating around. And this is one part that I also do remember a lot as a kid. The stand has the aircraft carrier out at sea, so you can post this with the stand, so you have your F-14 flying over the aircraft carrier, which I thought was pretty neat back then. Again, the aircraft carrier here is copyright 1973, looks like. Again, I'll show you some close-ups at the end of this video. And a couple pieces here that the previous owner put in a plastic baggie to protect them. So well protected, I'm having problems opening it. Alright, apologies, I should have done this before I started recording. This contains the canopy and the one missile which I had fallen off. And there is your clear sprue. So a little scratched up, so future will help that out. So you got your front and you got your canopy there, a little bit of flash. You can see there, again I'll show you some pictures, but this is very, very thick plastic here. Let's see what else came in the box. You have this Monogram, a little mini catalog of the Monogram kits from 1974. There's a copyright on this. Let's see what they had back in 1974. You got the Dornier arrow. You have all of these 1/72 scale kits. You have the twin Mustang there. There's our Tomcat. Or Tiger Cat. You got a couple of see-through helicopter and P-51. You got your B-52. You see on the other side, you got your 1/42 scale kits. They're available. So it's interesting, those little catalogs. And lastly, we have our instructions. Just nice little yellow-brown paper at this point. This is copyright 71. I'll give you an idea how old this is. So it's almost as old as I am. So as again, picture of the finished model. The scale is 1/72. It tells you 1 inch equals 6 feet in real life. Again, some information about the airplane. There. Information about the model itself, and the size of it, the working wings, those 7 steps to successful model building here, and the actual build process. So you got the steps here, putting in your brakes, putting in your wings, attaching the lower half, putting in your pilots, your canopy, the vertical stabilizers, the landing gears, and then finally putting it on the stand. And here's your painting guide. Again, notice there's all the color callouts are just plain color, blue, white, silver, edge red, and so forth. And then you have your decals, which are letters. Let me show you decals. So these are the all original decals from 40 years ago. So just by letters, the placements. And that's it. And those are the instructions, and just give you a close up there of the decals. Front, typical monogram of the time. Same thing on the back, instructions. Typical monogram of the time. This is from 1974. So yeah, 40 years old, these decals. If and when I go to build this, I don't know, probably will scan this. Eventually I'm going to get a printer and I print my own decals as to build this as it was back in the 70s when I was a kid. Anyway, so that's just a quick look at this old kit. I'll show some pictures after this video, and hope you found this interesting. Alright, thank you. Take care.